Good evening, everyone. It is a privilege to stand before you tonight after an incredible weekend of scientific and clinical trial updates and bring it back to why we are all here, our loved ones with Angelman syndrome. You know, there's a saying in the disability community that life with Angelman syndrome isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And for those of you who know me, you know I don't run unless something is chasing me, and even then that's debatable. But I know enough about running and marathons to know that this life is actually more like conquering Mount Everest. And as a native Floridian, I can assure you, I was incredibly ill-prepared to take on the task. Standing at the base, alone with a diagnosis, is probably one of the most daunting and terrifying experiences parents can face. We didn't know the landscape. As a parent, I had imagined a smooth pass through development for Colin, milestones that would come naturally, on time, and build upon each other with ease. We didn't have the equipment we needed: gait trainers, G-tubes, speech-generating devices, gene therapies. And we certainly didn't understand the hazards that lay ahead: falls, behaviors, non-convulsive status epilepticus, and sleep deprivation. But then I found the Angelman community. I found FAST. And it turns out none of us are climbing this mountain alone. We found our community, other parents who are climbing too, who understand the sleepless nights, who speak the scientific language of gene therapy, who fundraise through bike rides, golf tournaments, block parties, and bake sales so that our loved ones have hope for better days ahead. I like to think of us as mountaineers, how they strap themselves together during the toughest times of the ascent. And in a way, our Angelman community does that too. They share resources, cheer you on, and keep you grounded. You might stumble, you might slip, but we will not let you fall. And there are so many families here who have kept me from falling. Families and friends who check in on if I'm surviving or thriving, or take my midnight calls when I'm falling apart, who graciously accept to carry my pack when AS just feels too heavy. Clinicians who celebrate every inch of the climb for our loved ones, and physicians who help us navigate medical crises. I'm sure there are other families here too who can think of those who have kept them moving, steadily climbing upward. I imagine this resonates with the researchers and industry in the room too, but in another way. The late nights when you lost track of time in the lab, the endpoints that weren't conclusive, the paths that led to false summits, requiring you to retrace your steps and try a different trail. Thank you for not giving up on the climb. We know you've taken this on voluntarily, and you give our families hope. And for those leading the ascent through regulatory, thank you. I know your mountain is made mostly of paperwork, and that may be the most terrifying of all. But when I think about what my family has been through, what our community has been through, and what FAST has been through, maybe a mountain really is the perfect metaphor. And from what I know about mountain climbing, it doesn't get easier the further up you go. Each year, we gather and continue our trek towards our summit of meaningful therapeutics. And while we have come a long way since last year, we still have a lot of climb left to go. But because we tether together, there isn't a single mountain that we can't overcome.
I remember that feeling, the way the room changed when I heard those two words, Angelman syndrome. I went home and asked, what now? There was no roadmap, no clear next step, and too many closed doors. Then, in 2008, we created FAST, and we made a promise. Don't wait for progress, build it. And look what this community has built. We lit the night on fire. We climbed the Great Wall of China. We built a team for the mountain ahead. To the community who showed up on the hardest days, thank you. To researchers who wouldn't stop at maybe, thank you. To families who refused, can't, thank you. The path has been steep, setbacks we've had to overcome, small victories we celebrated, and still we climb. For the first words, for steadier steps, for every tomorrow.
Rough seas might pull me under and dark clouds might dim my days, but there's always bright tomorrows when I close my eyes and say, remember how you've made it through the fire, remember how you've come so far, an unstoppable force of nature, yeah, that's what you are. I know all that I have lost has given me the purpose of conquering my pain through love. I sing this hymn to rise above. I am a mountain, and down in the valley below is all that I've overcome. All that I've overcome. Whoa. I am a mountain, and down in the valley below is all that I've overcome. All that I've overcome. To be one. Whatever life may throw, I pass the test. Whatever fate might dream up for me next, I'll stand with my head to the sky, unshaken by thunder and winds and the tide. I know all that I have lost has given me the purpose of conquering my pain through love. I sing this hymn to rise above. I am a mountain, and down in the valley below is all that I've overcome. All that I've overcome. Whoa. I am a mountain, and down in the valley below is all that I've overcome. All that I've overcome.
She is a fighter. She is unstoppable.
Always believe in your kid. Your kid can do anything.
Together we face valleys, we climb mountains, and we build bridges when there were none. Because of you, the what if has become what's next. And because of us, courage stands beside science and moves it. It changes our story. We refuse to wait. We are brave and we are strong. You turned heartbreak into hope, and you are proof that when families lead science, science will follow. What once seemed impossible becomes the power of all that is possible. So for every child, for every family, and for every tomorrow, we will not stop.
To be